Shabbat Shalom, family. I am Mama Sia.
And I'm Papa Sia.
And we are here today to help you
get your life
in this word. Okay. Well, we left off with Genesis 20 and 1. The word Genesis in Hebrew is Bereshith. Bereshith. I'm going to be bouncing back and forth, so you'll see my little Bibles flipping because I'm bouncing back and forth from my KJV with the Amplified. It's got KJV on one side, Amplified on the other side. But up under that, I have my Sefer, my Sefer Bible. I like this Bible because it gives you, let's fix it so you can get a good look at that. All right. I like it because it gives you the Hebrew names for everything. So, and then so that we can learn a little Hebrew as we go along, pick up on a word here or there. I mean, by the time we get to the end of this word, we're going to know quite a few words. Now, this is not your only source of information. And if you're only using the King James Version, you're not getting the full picture. There are so many other versions of books that you need to read. The word says, Yah says, study to show yourself approved. So in order to get the full picture, you got to go to various different books. You can go to the KJV Apocrypha. We talked about this before. You can go to the Sefer. Now, and keep in mind that everything has been, I know the King James Version and Amplified, and they've been, what do you call it, interpreted.
Yeah.
Okay, so some things have been left out, and they were left out on purpose to keep people who look like us from knowing who you really were.
Yeah.
They want you to think that your existence only started with slavery. The devil is a lie. No, it didn't.
Yeah.
What we do? Just pop out our parents' wombs with chains on our necks and stuff, ready for stop the madness. We did not. We had a life before slavery. In fact, we were kings and kings. In fact, we were what Yah calls his firstborn because we were the first man created.
Yeah.
And all other people came from us. Now, people don't like to hear that, but get over yourself because the truth going to set you free. Do you feel free? Because if you don't, you should. And if you don't, oh well. Anywho, all man came from that black man, that black woman.
Yes.
Everybody else came from that.
Yeah.
Okay, so just get over yourself. But anyway, Genesis in Hebrew is Bereshith. Did I say that already?
Yes, you did.
Okay, well,
That's
I'm
okay.
saying it again.
Let's just
right. Let's do a little repetition here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to start with verse 20, and so I'm going to be bouncing back. Yeah, chapter 20. I'll be bouncing back and forth between the Sefer and the KJV / Amplify so that I can pull out these different Hebrew names.
And of course, I'll be reading from the 1611 KJV with the Apocrypha.
Okay. All right. And we're talking about today Abraham and Abimelech, in Hebrew, Avraham and Abimelech. Okay? So if you hear me say Avraham and Abimelech, he's going to say the King James, and then I'm going to say it in the Hebrew way. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hope you got your pencil and your paper so that you can see this, so you can see I'm not making this up. Want you to read along. Want you to see what the Ruach HaKodesh says to you about what we're reading. I'm just discussing on what it was I heard in my spirit. Okay? And you might hear something different. He speaks to all of us, tells us all different things. So no two people are going to hear the same thing. Okay? So let's start there.
Okay. Chapter 20. And Abraham journeyed from thence towards the south country, and dwelled between Kadesh and Shur, and sojourned in Gerar.
Okay, now Abraham journeyed from there toward the south country, which is the Negev. But in Hebrew it's Negev. Okay, and dwelt between Kadesh and Shur, and he lived temporarily in Gerar.
Okay. And Abraham said of Sarah his wife, She is my sister. And Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah
into his harem.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm just finishing There's no need for me to read all of that in the Amplified because it pretty much says the same thing, except for Abraham is Avraham. Okay, so Avraham and Abimelech, king of Gerar, sent and took Sarah into his harem. He thought she was very beautiful, so he wanted her. Now you know what? Sarah she's not a young lady.
She's in her 90s.
And he thought she was very beautiful. You wouldn't take somebody you thought was ugly into your harem, would you? Okay. So no, she had to be very pretty for him, Abimelech, to even want her as a part of his harem. So she was holding it down, hey, because the women in their harem was young and gorgeous. They looked like us, when we was back in our 20s. Things that was so long ago, I don't even remember. But anyhow, she had to be pretty for him to want her. Okay.
Okay. But Yahweh came to Abimelech in a dream by night and said to him, because, behold, thou art but a dead man, for the woman which thou hast taken, for she is a man's wife.
Okay, so Abraham tells Sarah, his wife, to say that she is his sister. Technically, he was not lying. Right. Okay, and that'll be explained on down. But then you might say, well, why would he do that? Because back then, if you had a wife and they thought she was beautiful and they wanted her in their harem, they would kill you to get her. Okay. And so he didn't want that to happen. So that's why he said, tell these people you my sister, so they don't kill me for you. Okay.
Okay, but Abimelech had not come near her. And he said, Yahweh, wilt thou slay also a righteous nation?
Okay. Abimelech, he hadn't tried to be intimate with her. And then he was basically saying, will you slay people who are innocent? I'm innocent. I have not touched that woman. I've not done anything to that woman.
Said he not unto me, she is my sister? And she even herself said, he is my brother. In the ignorance of my heart and the innocence of my hands have I done this.
Okay, actually it was integrity of my heart.
Integrity.
Okay, yep. He said, did not the man tell me she's my sister? And she herself said, he's my brother. In integrity of heart and innocent of my hands, I have done this. My hands is clean. I hadn't touched this woman, but they told me that she was his sister. And she even said, he's my brother. Okay? So.
And Yahweh said unto him in a dream, yea, I know that thou didst this in the ignorance of thy heart. For I also withheld from thee from sinning against me. Therefore suffered I thee not to touch her.
Okay, Amplified said, then Elohim said to him in a dream, yes, I know you did this in the integrity of your heart, for it was I who kept you back and spared you from sinning against me by sleeping with her. Okay? Therefore, I did not give you occasion to touch her. Okay?
Now therefore restore the man his wife, for he is a prophet, and he shall pray for thee, and thou shalt live. And if thou restorest her not, know that thou surely will die, thou and all that is thine.
Okay, so he's telling him, get a man his wife back because he's a prophet, and he's going to pray for you, and that's going to allow you to live. You don't give her his wife back, you're going to die. And not just you, but everything that belongs to you, all your family, your wife, all your people, you and everything that's yours, you're going to die. So give the woman back his wife, okay?
Therefore Abimelech rose early in the morning and called all his servants and told all these things in their ears, and the men were sore afraid.
Okay, so Abimelech got up early in the morning. He called all his servants together and told them what had happened. And these people were exceedingly filled with reverence and fear. Okay? Reverential fear is the beginning of wisdom, baby. And y'all don't want you to be that kind of afraid. That's not what he's talking about. He wants you respectful. And to know that he mean what he's saying, he say what he mean. And to know that your arm's too short to box with me. You don't even want to try it. Don't even go there. Okay.
Then Abimelech called Abraham and said unto him, what hast thou done unto us? And what have I offended thee, that thou hast brought on me and my kingdom a great sin? Thou hast done deeds unto me that ought not be done.
And so Abimelech is saying to Abraham, what did I do to you? How did I offend you that you did this to me and my kingdom? You done brought this great sin upon us. What did I do to you? What did I do to deserve that? I didn't do anything to deserve that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and what you did shouldn't be done to anybody. Man, you playing with people's lives. You could have got me killed. You crazy? Shoot. I ain't trying to, I'm not trying to go up against your Elohim. No. Your Abba, no. That ain't even cool. What you did. Anywho.
And Abimelech said unto Abraham, what sawest thou that thou hast done this thing?
Okay, and he is like, Abimelech is going, what did you see in us that justified you to do this to us?
And Abraham said, because I thought, surely the fear of Yahweh is not in this place, and they will slay me for my wife's sake.
Whoop, there it is. He's like, I didn't think you people had any reverential fear of my Abba Yah. And I just knew y'all would want my woman because she fine. That's hello, somebody. And you were trying to kill me. So that's why I said that. I know how this go down here. All right, go ahead.
And yet, indeed, she is my sister. She is the daughter of my father, but not the daughter of my mother.
So you're like, I didn't lie to you. She is my sister, technically. She my daddy's child. You know how they go, y'all. Y'all know how they got with your stepsisters and your step. She my sister on my daddy's side, but we don't have the same mom. We got y'all know how they go. See, we way back up in here. See, these your people. You wonder where you got it from? Okay, well, this where you got it from. Okay.
And she became my wife. And it came to pass, when Yahweh caused me to wander from my father's house, that I said unto her, this is thy kindness which thou shalt show unto me. At every place whither we shall come, say of me, he is my brother.
Okay, so he's saying when Yah caused me to wander from my father's house, to leave my father's house. Remember, you're trying to leave your father, leave your people. You know, sometimes you got to leave your people to do what it is that Yah calls you to do. Because they will be your biggest haters, trying to keep you from doing it. But we talked about that, so we ain't finna rehash that. So he said, when Yah caused me to wander from my father's house, I said to her, this kindness you can show me. At every place we stop, say, I'm your brother. So they don't try to take you and kill me because they want you. Okay, keep going.
And Abimelech took sheep and oxen and men servants and women servants and gave them unto Abraham, and restored him Sarah his wife.
So Abimelech, he took sheep, oxen, male and female slaves, and gave them to Abraham, and gave Sarah, gave him his wife back because he wasn't trying to get that beat down from Yah.
And Abimelech said, behold, my land is before thee. Dwell where it pleaseth thee.
Pretty self-explanatory. This is all my land. If thing you see mine, you can live where you want to live.
And unto Sarah he said, behold, I have given thy brother 1,000 pieces of silver. Behold, he is to thee a covering of the eyes. Unto all that are with thee, and with all other. Thus she was reproved.
So he said to Sarah, Abimelech told Sarah, I gave your brother 1,000 pieces of silver. See, it is to compensate you for all that has occurred and to vindicate your honor before all who are with you. Before all men, you are cleared and compensated. Okay?
So Abraham prayed unto Yahweh, and Yahweh healed Abimelech and his wife and his maidservants, and they bare children.
Okay, so Abraham prayed unto Elohim, and Elohim Yahuwah healed Abraham and his wife and his female slaves, and they bore children. Because because he had done this, Yah kept Abimelech from being able to bear kids. Okay, you think I'm playing? Okay, watch this. If you don't get that man's wife back to him, see, right now I got your wife barren. Quit playing.
Shut up, you got the wounds of all of them.
He didn't shut their wounds up. You done took another man's wife. You think I'm finna let you be blessed and be fruitful a month? No, that ain't finna happen. Think again, partner. You got a man's wife. You got not just a man. You got my prophet's wife. Are you serious? Return her, and or some harm gonna come to you. I'm gonna seriously get with you. Okay, and so okay. Okay, and so now once he did that, he returned his wife. He gave him the sheep and stuff and some female slaves to compensate for everything that had happened. So now Yah opens up the womb. Now they can have children. Okay. Now you can have your own kids. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
For the Elohim had fast closed up all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah, Abraham's wife.
Oh, I kind of went a little ahead, didn't I?
It's okay.
Okay, so that was 18. Let's go. 18. I want to go over here because I just love how to read this in here. For Yahuwah had fast closed up all the wombs of the house of Abimelech because of Sarah, Abraham's woman. Okay, I've been doing pretty good with these Hebrew words. Okay, I don't think I missed anything there. Okay, so now we are on Bereshith 21. What's Bereshith?
Bereshith is Genesis.
Okay, 21 and 1. Yeah. Now we're talking about the birth of Yitzhak.
Or
wait a
Isaac.
minute. Hold on. Abraham, Yitzhak. I always have to go back sometimes to make sure I pronounce it right. Because it's Abraham, Yitzhak, and Yaakov. Okay, so that's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But anyway, we're talking about the birth of Isaac, and in Hebrew, it's Yitzhak.
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. And the Elohim visited Sarah as he had said. And the Elohim did unto Sarah as he had spoken.
Basically, Yah kept his word, like he would do anything other than that. So he did to her as he promised. And you can, well, what did he promise? Here we go. Number 2.
For Sarah conceived and bare Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which Yahweh had spoken to him.
Okay, he promised her that she was going to get pregnant, and she kind of snickered. Remembering the angels tried to check her, and talking about, you was back there laughing when she said, no, I wasn't. Yes, you was. Stop your lying. Stop that cap. Okay. So she got pregnant. She had a son when God said she would.
And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, whom Sarah bare him, Isaac.
Okay, and Isaac means laughter, and his name in Hebrew is Yitzhak. Yitzhak. Y-I-T, Yitzhak. Okay.
Okay, and Abraham circumcised his son Isaac, being 8 days old, as Yahweh had commanded him.
Okay, so y'all wonder where we get that circumcising our children? That was a covenant. Okay.
The marks of the covenant.
Mm-hmm. For Sarah conceived and bore Abraham a son in his old age, at the set time of which Elohim had spoken to him. And Abraham called the name of his son that was born unto him, who Sarah bore to him, Yitzhak. And Abraham circumcised his son Yitzhak, being 8 days old, as Elohim had commanded him. Okay, I love those Hebrew words. Okay, let's go. We on 5.
And Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born unto him.
Okay, that was pretty self-explanatory. He was 100. Now y'all say keep it 100. Keep it 100. Well, y'all did. He kept it 100. That's what he had his son Yitzhak. Okay, why you looking at me like I'm crazy? Because I probably is. Oh, did y'all hear that? You see what I got to deal with? Okay, let's go.
And Sarah said, Elohim hath made me to laugh, so that all that are here will laugh with me.
So basically, God, Elohim made me laugh, and all who hear will laugh with me. Everybody that hear that didn't have a baby. What was she, 90?
90-something.
90-something years old. They're going to be like, really? What? Okay. And they're going to be sticking. Did you hear that? Did y'all hear Sarah had a baby? Sarah, 90-something years old. That girl had a baby. She's 99 years old. She would have had a baby. Really? Wow. Whoo. Okay. Ja, I'm not asking for that. We're good. Okay, I done had all I want to have. We're done. I'm having grandchildren now. Those I can send back home. Okay, come on.
And she said, who would have said unto Abraham that Sarah should have given children suck? For I have borne him a son in his old age.
Giving suck means to nurse. who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children at the breast at her age. For I have borne him a son in his own age. And the precept for that is Hebrews 11 and 12. You guys can write these precepts down, and if you go and look them up, it will basically confirm, reiterate what's being said here. Okay.
All right.
Number 8.
And the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast the same day that Isaac was weaned.
Okay, so Abraham had a party when Yitzchak was weaned. Did we have a party when we weaned our kid?
Mm-hmm.
I was sad when my kids stopped nursing. I mean, because that's a time to bond. And that was a really serious bonding time for me. And when they stopped, it kind of leaves you feeling some kind of way. I wasn't partying. I probably should have. The wine. I'm not a hero. Okay, keep going.
And Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, which she had borne unto Abraham, mocking.
Okay, now Sarah saw the son of Hagar. Remember that Egyptian woman that she foolishly sent up in? I'm gonna go up in there and have relations with my husband so we can have a child, because we can have a child. See, that's what happened. You do that foolish stuff when you don't wait for y'all. If he promised you he was gonna do it, he gonna do it.
You go outside of his plan.
Then you gonna mess some stuff up. Okay, now the child that was born to the Egyptian slave, in Egypt, the word for Egypt is Mizraim. Now he out there mocking her. Oh, he was actually mocking the little boy Ishak that she had, and Sarah saw it and she wasn't happy about it. But Sarah, I know you didn't ask me, but I'm just saying, you brought that on yourself. You ain't sending no help up in the bed with my man. You know what? Shy, it's finna be some trouble right here in River City. Somebody try to get up in there. I don't think so. Women, don't be that fool. I know some of y'all be up in there talking about let's bring somebody else up into our. You think it's just going to enlighten the intimacy? That's foolish. It ain't going to enlighten nothing. It's going to start some trouble. You don't bring no other woman, no other man up into your bed in your relationship with your mate. Is you silly? That's the devil. That's the Hasatan causing you to do that, because he wants to bring trouble in your life. Mm-hmm. That's all he want to tell you. Relationship apart. He don't want you to have no relationship. That is the most important thing that Yah gave us, was relationships. That's what the family and everything was all about. Even us was relationship with him. That's your most important relationship right there. Remember the commandment: love Yah with all your heart, soul, and mind. Okay, so in each relationship, you know what we're supposed to be doing? We're supposed to be expressing his love in each one of those relationships. I'm supposed to be expressing his love for Papa Sia through me. Okay? You're going to use me as the vessel to love him for you. And that's what you're supposed to do. And husbands, you're supposed to be doing the same thing, showing the love of the Elohim, showing his love to your wife through you. Remember, he said, love your wives as I've loved the church. As Yeshua HaMashiach loved the church. Okay. So that's the most important thing. And that's the one love that you could take with you when you transcend, when you go back. Okay? When you leave this physical flesh, is love. You can't take nothing else with you but love. And you know what you get to leave here with them? Your love for them. That will hold them and sustain them. Every time they sit back and think how wonderful you were and how much you loved them. And you too, when you getting ready to make your transition, and you know that I love them the best that I could. I love my husband. I love my child. You can leave here with peace, and you take that love with you, and you leave your love for them here. So don't let the enemy cheat you out of good relationships with the people that are most important to you. That's the only thing you get to take. Is love. And that's the evidence that we are disciples of Yah, that we're his children, is that we have love one for another. Okay? And before you can love people who don't look like you need to be able to love people who do look like you.
Mm-hmm.
How can you give them what you can't give yourself? That's stupid. That's like saying I'm gonna go and love my white neighbor's kids, but I'm gonna hate my own. That's really stupid. But we do that every day. Does that make any sense to you? If I told you that, if I said I need you to love your neighbor's kids more than you love your own, you would think this heifer done lost her man. Okay, but so tell me why you do it. Have you lost your man? Okay, we're gonna leave that alone. Let's keep on going. I said enough. What number we on, child?
We are number 10.
Number 10.
Okay. Wherefore she said unto Abraham, cast out this bondwoman and her son, for the son of this bondwoman shall not be heir with my son, even with Isaac.
Okay, so now Sarah mad. Is you mad or no? She mad now. Because the other lady's child is taunting her child. Y'all know how they go. You know. Y'all had y'all doing this baby daddy stuff. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's stop. That's not what he created us to do. That's what the system created you to do. Okay? And so now you mad because you got a baby with Donnell and 20 other people got babies with Donnell, and now Donnell's son over to the house, now he teasing your house. And you know, it's seriously, get this heifer up out of here. And some of y'all use that B word. I know you did. Get this. I'm just telling you. That's not a term of endearment. But you weren't being endearing right then and there. But now you mad. Well, you shouldn't have did that in the first place. If that man got kids all over the world and he ain't taking care of none of them, what make you think it's gonna work out good for you? What make you think he gonna take care of you and yours? He didn't marry none of them. He got babies all over the world. And you think, well, I'm gonna have this baby. He gonna love me. Girl, stop. You need to love you.
Absolutely.
And find a man who will love you that ain't got children all over the world. You let their records speak for them. When they show you who they are, I'm gonna need you to believe them. Who was that? Maya Angelou that said that? Mm-hmm. When people show you who they are, believe them. Y'all need to start doing some believing. Because if he ain't taking care of the baby he had with Shamika, what make you think he's gonna take care of Yowen? He ain't. He never showed you he would. Oh, but you thought your stuff was just gonna be so good, you gonna get him to stay wrong. Girl, please. It ain't dipped in gold. Let's keep going.
And the thing was very grievous in Abraham's sight because of his son.
Okay. Now Sarah mad. She want to get this woman's child up out of here. They got to go. They got to go. She got to go. I'm going to beat her down. Her and her son. Cause I'm about to beat this heifer down. Now Abraham, he's grieved because guess what? You sent him in there to knock them boots. And guess what? When you do that, there's a bond that was created. I'm sure he cares about her now. Because that might not be the first time he done tapped that. Now he caring about her. And he cared about that baby. That was his firstborn son. You think it wasn't going to be no bond then? Now he grieved. Because he could have loved her. She could have laid it on him better than you did. I just like to keep breaking it down for you so you can get it, so you can see. You want to understand this? Put this on yourself. Come on. This is everyday stuff that's going on in life right now. Ain't nothing new under the sun. It's going on up in here, and I'm just trying to break it down for you so you can get it. Because he said, in all you're getting, get an understanding. And sometimes y'all see too many of these, thou, and you're like, I'm confused. Let me break it down for you. Mm-hmm. Let mama see you. Help you out. Okay, so now she mad because she done told him she got to go and her baby got to go too. And Abraham is grieved because you're like, well, I like her, but he ain't gonna dare tell Sarah that. I wouldn't. I wish he would. Talk about, but I love you. What? Oh, it's gonna get ugly real quick. You do what? But that's what happened when you send other women in the bed with your man. He might like her more. He like you. Now I'm not saying this is what happened in this case, but that could happen. But he is grieved because he had to have some kind of feelings for her and for her son. That was his first. This man was 100 years old and he had not had any kids. And she bring his first son. You think it wasn't a bond and connection there? It was. And now she mad and now he grieved. He wasn't grieving when Sarah told him to go up in there. He was like, hey, okay, you boy, your head now. Okay, so now she got to go. So here we go.
And Elohim said unto Abraham, Let it not be grievous in thy sight, because of the lad, and because of thy bondwoman. In all that Sarah hath said unto thee, hearken unto her voice, for in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
Okay, so now Elohim is telling him, "Oh, baby, don't be sad. Don't. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be all right. Don't be grieved. Okay, and don't think evil. Uh, uh, do not let it seem grievous and evil to you because of the little boy and the woman. I know you cared about him. I know. So whatever your wife asks you to do, go ahead and do it, because in your son, your posterity." Show your posterity because I ain't gonna leave him out. I'm gonna look out for him too. Okay? I'm gonna look out for him. We just ain't gonna turn him out. I know you love him. And I know this baby is totally innocent. He ain't had nothing to do with this. This is a mess between two heifers. Okay, one heifer who couldn't wait, the right way. We've seen this before. And another, so she gonna send some woman up in there. Okay, because I told her I was gonna give her a child, but she couldn't wait. She thought I needed her hip. She just made a mess. But I'm clean it up. I'm going to bless both these babies because I know they're yours and I know you love them. Okay, let's keep going
on. Okay. And also of the son of the bondwoman, I will make a nation, because he is thy seed.
See, he's going to make a nation out of him too. He's going to do him right too, because that's your seed too.
And Abraham rose up early in the morning and took bread and a bottle of water and gave it unto Hagar, putting it on her shoulder, and the child, and sent her away. And she departed and wandered in the wilderness of Beersheba.
Okay, now hold on. Because see, Abraham, you done kind of irritated my shoestring a little bit. You got up early in the morning, you took some bread and one bottle of water. It says a bottle of water. We got two people. And you're finna send them out into the wilderness, and you're gonna give her a, but what you give her? One slice of bread too? You gonna give her a bottle of water? Did you give her a slice of bread? You finna send your woman out to the wilderness with your son? With one bottle of water. See, and that's what you men do a lot of times too. You know you got that girl pregnant. And instead of helping out with some Pampers, you gonna take her one diaper. What? Really? The child over there hungry. You know that girl, your baby got to be fed. You done had 12 of them. Oh, so you gonna bring her one pop? Really? That's how you feel? How long do you think that's gonna last? He's getting ready to put them out in the wilderness. And he gave her one bottle of water and sent them away. And she wandered aimlessly and lost her way in the wilderness of Beersheba. That's the Hebrew. One bottle. Really? I'd have took that bottle and slapped him upside the head with it. Now you really gonna be thirsty because now you done busted the bottle. But it was worth it. You go one bottle and a slice of bread. If you gave me one bottle, you had to just give me one slice of bread. Then how you gonna send me out? You just gonna put me out with a bottle of water and a slice of bread for me and your baby. I done had your baby. Okay, let's go on.
And the water was spent in the bottle.
It was all gone. They didn't drink it up. Well, of course. She probably didn't even get down the street good, down the dirt road, she couldn't even get to the next tree for that water was gone. It's hot out there. One bottle of water. What the hell? Okay,
and she cast the child under one of the shrubs.
So now she done put the baby up under a shrub. Why she do that? It's gonna tell you.
And she went and sat down over against him, a good way off, as it were a bow shot. For she said, Let me not see the death of the child. And she sat over against him, and lifted up her voice, and wept.
Okay. So, she's out there in the wilderness. They done drank the water up. They done probably ate up a slice of bread, too. Now they're hungry and they're thirsty. They are in the wilderness. Do you know how dry it is out there in that wilderness? Okay? imagine leaving home and you going on a road trip. You're going to leave from here and you go drive to Houston and you got one bottle of water and one slice of bread in the store, y'all. How far you think you're going to get? So I been suck that water up before we get to the stop sign. He just ain't going to get none because I'm drinking all. But anyway, she mad. She's upset because the water's gone. So she just takes the baby and she puts him under a bush because she like, I can't stand to see my child die. No, we finna die. We finna die of thirst and we finna die of hunger. Because we out here in the wilderness just wandering around. And so she put him up under a tree and she went and sat over there and she just started crying because she didn't want to see him die, but she knew we gonna die. Both of us gonna die. But he gonna die first because he the smallest. And I just don't want to watch my baby die. Who would? Okay? So the she out there crying, the baby out there crying, everybody out there. I don't believe girl, I be crying too. Let's go.
And Elohim heard the voice of the lad, and the angel of Yahweh called to Hagar out of heaven, and said unto her, What aileth thee, Hagar? Fear not, for Yahweh hath heard the voice of the lad where he is.
Okay, see, then you know why I'm over here just rejoicing? Because y'all heard that baby crying. So you know what that tells me? That when I cry, when my kids cry, he hears. He hears us. And he don't just turn his back. He hears us. He comes. His Ruach HaKodesh is in us. Begins to comfort, baby, what's wrong? What's the matter? What's the matter, Mama? See, why you crying? Don't be afraid. I ain't gonna leave you. I got you. Got you. And that's what's going on now. And the angel of Yah called to her and said, What's the matter? What's the matter? Don't be afraid. Yah heard you. And he heard that baby. And I got you. So for you crazy people who try to live your life without him, this is what you miss out on. Because when you cry, don't nobody hear you, don't nobody care. You think Hasatan care about your tears? No, he don't. He caused them. He's sitting back laughing at you.
Yep.
But the Elohim, the Most High, baby, when you cry, he knows. He numbers your tears. He bottles them up. He hears. And he's like, he's the comforter. His comforter inside of you, the Ruach HaKodesh, begins to comfort. Yes, he going to comfort you. I'm never going to leave you. I'm inside of you. How could I leave you? I'm inside of you. Yeah. And I'm going to be there. I'm still there. Until my son comes back for you. That's why you need to be careful with what you're doing and saying, because he's in there. And what you're doing it over y'all's head. So you got a little nasty potty mouth. You need to watch your mouth because you cussing all over his spirit. When you fornicating, he right there. When you committing adultery, he right there. When you're stealing, he's right there. You think you can do anything that he doesn't see, know, or feel? He can read your thoughts. So that's very comforting to know that when I'm crying, when my babies is crying, he hears and he comes. And not only does he minister and comfort me, he said, I got you and I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make that thing work out for your good. Oh, that'll make you shout right there.
Hallelujah.
Okay, but you don't believe this ain't for you. Okay? And this is to the Israelite first, and then those who get grafted in, okay? So you ain't got to be an Israelite to be a believer. But if you ain't a believer, this ain't for you. You're just going to be crying. Ain't nobody coming to comfort. He's sealed up. Nope. He ain't going to say a word. Let's go.
All right. Arise, lift up the lad and hold him in thine hand, for I will make him a great nation.
Come on, baby, get on up. Get on up on the floor. Oh, okay, wrong way. Get on up, honey. Hold your baby in your hand, because I ain't forgot about you. I saw you got cast out here in the wilderness with one bottle of water and one slice of bread. I'm going to make your baby a great nation. I got you. All right, let's go.
And Yahweh opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water. And she went and filled the bottle with water and gave the lad drink.
Okay, he opened her eye. Do you think she was out there like this? You think she was out there with her eyes closed? Weren't her eyes already open? So what eyes you think you're talking about? Spiritual eyes. See, with these spiritual eyes, you can see stuff that everybody else can't see. You can hear stuff from him that everybody else can't hear. She opened her eyes and he had placed a well there. That well wasn't there. He put it there for her. You see how he makes the impossible possible for you because you believe and because you love him.
Hallelujah.
He put that well there and open and let us see it. Look, baby, look what I got for you. Go ahead. Take a drink. You think if he can get water out of a rock, did we get there yet? No, we ain't got there yet. That was Moses.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, he made water. He put a fountain there for a well there for her. And she saw it. She'd been out there looking around. You think she'd have been up under that tree crying if she'd have seen a well? No, she'd have been over there trying to pull up that bucket of water.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't there. Yahuwah put that there.
That's right.
For her. I'm going to take care of you. I ain't going to leave you and your baby out here. No, I know you were victims. And let me tell you something. All you Israelite sisters and brothers who look like me, he has seen what we have gone through for these 400 years because of what our forefathers have done. We've been under that curse. But that's over. That's been fulfilled. He said 400. We did that 400. Okay? And he's not going to leave us like this. I know a lot of y'all think that, y'all don't love it. Yes, he do. You need to know your history. You need to know why he allowed these things to happen to you. And we're going to get there if you keep reading with us. But the good thing is, it's a wrap. We done did the 400. We did the 400 years in captivity in Deuteronomy 28. There's no other nation, no other race in this entire world that has done that. What's in Deuteronomy. We ain't got there yet. But when we get there, you're going to say, dang, that's us. That's what happened to us. Mm-hmm. I'm hoping you can see it then.
Yes.
But he ain't going to leave you. Okay? For those who love him. He got something good for you coming. Just hold on. Be patient. But I'm going to tell you, you need to stop doing what they were doing. They wasn't keeping his commandments. They wasn't keeping the Sabbath. That's Shabbat Shalom. That's why we say happy Shabbat to you. They were worshiping pagan idols. Keep it up with all them little pagan holidays that you celebrate. Keep it out.
With your Christmas trees and your Easter bunny.
And your turkeys. Really talking about, we thankful to the Lord. Really? You sound like a fool. Because if you're thankful to the Lord, you'll do what he tell you to do.
Hallelujah.
You'll celebrate the holy holidays he ordained for you to celebrate.
That's right.
You don't sit up here and take something from the pits of hell and try to throw a Elohim sticker on it. That ain't gonna get you far. You've been brainwashed by this church that has its roots established in Roman Catholicism. Okay? Your enemy has raised you.
Yes.
You think they're gonna tell you the truth about anything? They took the time to go through this word and change stuff so you wouldn't know the truth. Do you think they're actually going to tell you the truth? They want to keep you in darkness. They want to keep you worshiping the pagan holiday because they know as long as you worshiping the pagan holidays and following the pagan customs, y'all ain't there for you.
Right.
But the minute y'all join together and stop doing that foolishness, you know what? They can't touch you. They won't be able to touch you. They won't be able to do what they're doing to us today.
That's right.
It's because we keep doing what they told us to do, and we would rather listen to them than we would rather listen to people that look like us. People talking about that woman crazy. I don't care what you think. I think you crazy for not doing it. So we're going to find out who the crazy one is in the end, okay? Because what's the worst that can happen to me if I'm trying to line my life up with the word and you doing it the way you were told, you were brainwashed to do? Okay, so worship all them pagans. You think they know who you are?
Yeah.
They're just trying to keep you from knowing. Because they know that once you begin to stop doing that foolishness, humble yourself, turn from they done.
Touch you.
Their behind's gonna be toast. And they trying to keep you from that. Because as long as they can keep you from that, they get to keep power over you. Oh, cool. All right, let's keep going. What number were we on?
We're on number 20. Yes, we are.
They said they're going to make him a great nation. Oh, yeah. And she saw the whale. Okay, you're right. Okay.
And Elohim was with the lad. And he grew and dwelt in the wilderness and became an archer.
Okay, that's self-explanatory. I ain't going through that.
And he dwelt in the wilderness.
But wait. You know what? That's just wonderful. Something else just came to my spirit. The Elohim was with him. He didn't leave you.
Yeah.
He said, fear not. I will not leave you. I will not leave you without help. I will not leave you without help or hope. He said it 3 times. He said, I will not, I will not, I will not, I will not forsake you. I will not leave you without help and hope. And that's the way he's doing this boy. I'm not going to leave you. I'm going to make something great out of you. He's saying the same thing to you. That's if you love him. If you don't, this ain't for you. Okay, let's go. 21.
Okay. And he dwelt in the wilderness of Paran, and his mother took him a wife out of the land of Egypt.
Okay, hold on, because I want to go over here. That was 21 to 21.
Mm-hmm.
Paran. Okay, Paran is the same. And took him out of the land of Mizraim. Okay, I knew that.
Mizraim is the Hebrew word
For Egypt. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so it was 21. So now his mama took him a woman out of Egypt. You think people coming out of Egypt is white? I know they try to show these little pictures on TV, but everybody really, y'all need to stop the back. But some of y'all fall for it. So is it really madness? Because y'all actually believe the people in Egypt was white. Wow. Okay, I got some land I want to see you too.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's keep going.
And it came to pass at the time that Abimelech and Phicol, the chief captain of his host, spake unto Abraham, saying, Elohim is with thee in all that thou doest.
Okay, so at this time, Abimelech and Phicol, who was the commander of Abimelech's army, he says to Abraham, you know what, I noticed something. The Elohim is with you in everything you do. Wow. Okay.
Now therefore swear unto me here by Elohim that thou wilt not deal falsely with me, nor with my son, nor with my son's son, but according to the kindness that I have done unto thee, thou shalt do unto me, and to the land wherein thou hast sojourned.
Okay, so he's saying, okay, so now I noticed that Yah is with you, partner. Whoo! Okay, so I need you to swear to me, by your Yah, that you won't deal falsely with me, nor with my son, nor with my son's son, nor with my posterity. That's my son's son. Okay, or my seed. Okay. But as I have dealt with you kindly, you will do the same to me. Deal with me kindly. And with the land in which you have sojourned. So do kindly to me and in this land that we let you stay in, reside in. Okay. Be kind to us. We're kind to you. Okay.
And Abraham said, I will swear.
And Abraham said, I swear, I will.
And Abraham reproved Abimelech because of the well of water which Abimelech's servants had violently taken from him.
Okay, so Abraham's servants has built this well of water, and Abimelech's servants came and just violently took it by force. That sounds familiar to us, don't it?
Mm-hmm.
So people just came and violently took some stuff from us. What was it, the Tulsa, Oklahoma? How they just violently came and just took all that wealth, gave none, passed none down.
Black Wall Street.
Yes. You need to do your history. You need to look that up. It'll have you in tears what they did to us. Black Wall Street. That is just on that flag. I've been there. So you got to study to show your own self-approval. You can't just sit here and wait for everybody to feed you. Sometimes you got to get up and go to the grocery store and get your own food. Now, I'm going to help you when you ain't got no food, but at some point, you got to get up and start trying to research and look up something. Instead of all that foolishness y'all on YouTube and TikTok and DickDoc and DickLick, all that foolishness ain't getting you nowhere. Plug in some word and some of that stuff. Y'all all on Facebook. Well, for what? Why do you care what they doing? Why you care what they wearing? Why you care what they look like? Why you care about their little stupid dance routine? You better care about your life and get you some word. Start looking up some stuff. Get on that computer, start typing in. What did the real Israelites look like? Where the real Israelites? Start typing in some stuff that's gonna help you. Start all that foolishness. Watching all that crazy. Y'all, come on now. I don't care what you're wearing. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care. Because if you cared enough about me, we'd be in contact. I could just pick up the phone and call me. I'm not finna be spending hours. How you get your work done? That's why your house tore up from the floor up and your kids crazy because you're spending all your time on TikTok and MikMok and all these different crazy things. Okay, let's keep on going. They done made me mad. You see that? Oh, but they won't get no word, but they can tell you what everybody doing on Facebook and can't tell you what a holy holiday is. Really? Really? Don't know nothing about Black Wall Street. Really? Think your history just started with slave. Really? You just came out the womb with chains on, right? And the boat was waiting right there. For real. Get off that stupid stuff. Sow to the flesh, you're going to reap from the flesh. Sow to the spirit, you're going to reap from the spirit.
Yes. Hallelujah.
That foolishness is designed by the Hasatan to keep you stupid and ignorant. Ignorant. Keep you believing what the master say. You rather believe the master than somebody who look like us. We trying to tell you a little dumb behind the truth, and that ain't what the master say. Then stay a slave. I ain't gonna fight you for your deliverance, and neither is y'all. Keep your little dumb head on TikTok, Big Doc, Mick Mock, all that foolish Facebook, head book, notebook. I don't care. I'm gonna get mad.
Harriet Tubman that said, I freed 1,000 slaves, and I could have freed 1,000 more if they'd have known they were slaves.
Come on now, that was good. That was good. Thank you for bringing her up. That was good. She said that. How you gonna be a slave and not even know you're a slave? How you gonna be a slave and enjoy being a slave? Let me ask you a question. Well, what has happened to the so-called black man, the so-called Negro? Do you like it? If you one of them. I sure the hell don't. Sure the hell didn't. It was vicious, it was mean, it's violent, it was cruel, it's inhumane. Do you want to keep that up? Or you want to do something about it? If my people who are called by my name would humble themselves, pray and seek my face and turn from their evil, I will forgive their sins and heal their land. So you're going to keep believing the master? This book is about you. It's your freaking black history that was destroyed, tainted, changed. They want you to think it's about them.
Yeah.
And your dumb butt keeps believing, this ain't about me, this about my family. If somebody hated your guts and wanted to see nothing but harm come to you, do you think they would ever tell you about the truth about anything?
No.
Why would you believe the enemy? Better yet, why would you sleep with the enemy? We're going to leave that alone. Let's go. Because she's no but a can of worm now. Woo, you're mad now, ain't you? Mm-hmm. Me too.
And Abimelech said, I know not who had done this thing, neither did thou tell me. Okay, neither yet heard I of it, but today.
Okay, 26. I was lost. So Abimelech said, I don't know who did this. I don't know. I ain't even heard about this. First I heard about this. Why? Okay, let's keep going.
And Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them unto Abimelech, and both of them made a covenant.
Okay, so now Abraham, we're on 27. He took some sheep and he gave them to Abimelech. So once again, they're making a league or a covenant. Okay.
And Abraham set 7 ewe lambs of the flock by themselves.
Okay, and the covenant is another word for a promise. All right.
And Abimelech said unto Abraham, what mean these 7 ewe lambs which thou hast set by themselves?
Okay, what's up with these lambs? Why you put them over there? What's up with that? Okay, let's keep going.
And he said, for these 7 ewe lambs shalt thou take of my hand, that they may be a witness unto me that I have digged this well.
Okay, he said, you are to accept these 7 ewe lambs from me as a witness for me that I dug this well. Because I ain't trying to hear you people come back here to my this our well and violently take it away again, okay? Because it's going to get ugly real quick. Keep that up. Keep that foolishness up. So right here, take this. Take it. Go on now. This is a witness. And we in agreement that I dug this well. Me and man dug this well. Okay? Are we clear? All right.
Wherefore he called that place Beersheba, because they were there, they swear, both of them.
Okay, Beersheba means well of oath. Okay, this is a promise. This is an oath we're taking. Because I don't want no more trouble with your people. Because we're gonna deal with this. Keep it up. Okay, let's go.
Thus they made a covenant at Beersheba, And Abimelech rose up with Phicol, his chief captain of his host, and they returned into the land of the Philistines.
Okay, so they made the covenant, and now we're going to go on about our business before we bite our water we can chip here. Okay, let's go.
And Abraham planted a grove in Beersheba and called thereon the name of Elohim,
self-explanatory,
the everlasting Yahweh. And Abraham sojourned in the Philistines' land many days.
Philistia, isn't that the word? Let me go look.
It says the Philistines.
No, I'm gonna go look over here.
Oh, you talk about it in Hebrew.
We at the end of 22. Well, we at the end of 22. Yeah.
End of 21.
Teva.
21:34.
21, 34, 32, 33, 34. And Abraham's Palestine.
Yeah.
Palestine. That's basically Palestine, ain't it?
Yeah, Palestinian.
Palestine. And in here it says, yeah, Philistia. So they're talking about Palestine, right?
Basically.
Okay. So, yeah. Or in the Philistines.
Yeah, the Philistines.
The Philistines. Is that the same thing as Palestine? No.
I believe they are the same people.
Okay, we will have to look that one up before we just start saying some stuff. Okay. Well, we are not going to try to go any further because Papa Sia talks so much, child. The hour's almost gone. You know what? She did learn how to be more quiet. I'm just saying. But anyway, I hope you got something from this. I hope you learned something. If I pissed you off, oh well.
You'll just be pissed.
What you want me to say? You know what I'm saying? You should feel free because they said the truth will set you free. And I'm just breaking it down so you can get it. So you can understand. Okay, so next time we'll talk about God, Elohim finna test Abraham. You know, sometimes Yah tests you to see where your heart is. First of all, he really knows where your heart is already because he can read your thoughts. I think a lot of times he tests us to help expose to us where our heart is for him. Okay, but Abraham is getting ready to get tested by Yah. Okay, feel free to read ahead. You don't have to wait on me. Okay, okay. Feel free to go look at some other books, read some other stuff. The Book of Enoch. You can go right to YouTube, type in the Book of Enoch, the Book of Jasher, the Book of Adam and Eve. You know, you can go type in all that, and it'll pull that up. You can type in the Apocrypha and learn some stuff. You got to wait on me. Okay? See, I can give you the fish. Then you depending on me to eat. But what I'm trying to teach you is how to fish. You ain't got to wait on me. You can go fishing the day you want to. Instead of waiting on Mama and Papa Sia on Shabbat. Do a little fishing through the week.
Do a lot of fishing during the week.
Come on now. Turn off that foolishness. On YouTube and all them books. Notebook, Facebook, dry book, stupid book. Turn it off.
Lift up your head. Open your eyes.
Come on now. Study to show yourself approved. Yeah. I'm going to tell you, Hasatan know this word. Inside out, upside down. He know it. He's checking you out to see if you do. Because if you do, he can't touch you. If you don't, you're behind his toes. He got you.
He's going all upside your head.
All upside. You know, because he seeks whom he may devour. That means you got to give him permission. He can't just come in and do. You got to give him permission. And you know how you do? You agree with him. Don't agree with him. And you're going to agree with him if you don't know the word. How could you not? You don't know nothing now. So he is the Yah of the world. Not Yah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. It's only one Yah. Oh, give me for that. No, you ain't. He is the God of this world. Ain't but one Elohim, ain't but one Most High Yah. Let's be clear. He the one that created him. Why would he do that for choice? He wants you to choose him. Choose to know him. Choose to love him. Choose to seek him. He could have made you do it, but that's not who he is. He wanted you to do it. Do you want to make your man love you? Or do you want him to love you on your own? There ain't no fault if you make somebody love you. They don't really love you. You can't make them. He didn't want that. I don't want to have to make him, give him no secret potion or or brainwash him. You will love me. No, I want a girl. Girl, I like you. See, I wanted him to want me. Even after 30-something years of marriage, I still want him to want me. I have to do too much wanting. I got an attitude. Oh, what's up? Yeah, I'm gonna need you to pursue me too. I still want to be dated and romanced and courted. I don't care if we've been together for 79 years. That's what it feels like. It's been 33. But I don't care. I still want you to romance me. Come on, still bring me some flowers and some candy. And a big check. You know, I want you to tell me how good I look. I don't want to make that. You can. I want him to come up with that. And that's what I said all that to say that that's what y'all want. He wants you to choose to love him. And you won't love him if you don't know him. You ain't going to love no stranger. But if you know him, you will. I guarantee you will fall in love with him.
Hallelujah.
I'm going to leave it right there because my time is up. Or our time is up. I am Mama Sia.
And I'm Papa Sia.
And this is Get Your Life in this Word.
In the Word.
We love you. Till next time. Shabbat Shalom, family.